Shalom, you guys, and welcome to my live journey page. I'm so excited. Uh, Welcome to my page. Thank you guys for stopping by and tuning in. I finally decided to create my live journey page. This has been a long time coming. Now, I wanted to create a YouTube page a long time ago. I just didn't have a clue what I wanted my page to be about. I didn't know if I wanted to be on camera or if I actually wanted it to be a faceless page. So it took me a minute, and I delayed the process of creating this channel because basically it was all about fear. I worried about what other people would think, and I think I was more focused on um, people that I know coming across my page. And I had to finally realize that does not matter. Like, people that you know, they 9 times out of 10, they will not support you anyway. So their opinions shouldn't matter. I worried about family coming across my page. I worried about the way I talk because I hate the way my voice sounds. And especially with me dealing with this oral surgery situation now I really have a hard time speaking because all of this right here is known. So I decided, okay, it's time to get over that fear, like conquer that fear that you've been having for years, and just go ahead and create the page. If anything happens, your page, I had to tell myself that my page will attract the right people. So the reason why I created this channel is to document my lock journey. Now, this channel for documenting my journey is kind of for me because I want to see how far I can go with this and how long I can grow my locks. But if any of you want to follow along, and I will be sharing information regarding my lock journey. I will be sharing information on faith and spiritual encouragement. I want to add a few things to it because speaking about my lock journey and posting videos every other day about my lock journey, I don't want to do that. I want to post other things as well. So I'm going to talk about lifestyle changes, motivation, personal growth, recipes that I cook because I have changed the way I eat. So I want to share that information, how I make things from scratch. And it doesn't matter if it's like horrible or if what I made actually tastes good. I'm still going to post it because I don't want my page to come off as being perfect because I'm not perfect. We all try to be, but that's just not possible. So whatever I feel like is beneficial for my page, I will share it with you guys. So the atmosphere I want to create is let's see, peace, patience, honesty, and compassion. Now, if I come across something that come across as a negative, but we can actually learn from it, I will share that with you guys because I love to learn new things. I love to learn how to overcome negative incidents that we go through every so often because a lot of us are going through our our wilderness season right now. So we're trying to figure out our way out of this wilderness season. We're trying to be patient. We're trying to trust the Most High and bringing us out of this wilderness season. Another thing is operating out of faith and not doubting ourselves when it comes to certain things. So yeah, I want to keep this page strictly on the positive side. Hopefully we can do that. So the name of my page is Ra Lock Journey, and Ra is the first 3 initials of my middle name, RAJ, and I had no clue what I wanted to name my channel. So I have a TikTok page that's actually called Ra Lock Journey, and I created that last year sometime, and I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to use my government name But I thought about it and I said I want to keep it personal yet private. So I thought about my middle name and the first three letters. I said that sounds fine. So Ra Lot Journey it is. So I would like to incorporate Yahuwah in everything that I do. So in the beginning of my videos, I want to read a scripture. In the beginning, wherever I read the scripture within my post, I'm going to incorporate a scripture reading. So I want to go ahead and do that. And the scripture reading is coming from Habakkuk 2 and 3. And I'm going to be looking down because I'm not able to speak this out the top of my head. It's not going to sound right. So I'm going to read it to you guys and give a brief reflection of our explanation of the scripture that I'm going to read. So Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, 3rd verse, and it's coming out of the Sefer Bible. And that's Cepher. For the vision is you get for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So I chose the scripture because it reminds me of that Yahuwah's timing is always perfect. Just like when I decided to create this page. Been trying to create the page, it just wasn't the right time. So now that it's created, it's at the right time. So waiting doesn't mean doing nothing. Faith is shown by how we live and the actions we take while we wait. If we truly trust Yahuwah, our lives should reflect that trust through patience, obedience, and perseverance. So that is a scripture reading, and again, it's coming from Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, 3rd verse. So just a little about myself. I am a Louisiana born and raised country girl. I don't have too many hobbies, like talking about it. Coming up, I think it was dancing and drawing. But the older I got, the more I did stick to just one thing. Once I started it grew old to me and I went on to the next thing. So I really didn't have one hobby that I called a favorite. So I'm a visual learner and a fast learner. So I could say that I like to try new things. So I guess that may have been my hobby, trying new things and learning new skills. I mean, that's something that it may be beneficial in the future. So yeah, I guess my hobby may have been learning new things. But I always thought it was weird that I just did not have one hobby. But I realized the older I got, it's okay to be different. Because the world wants us to be programmed to believe that we have to be and do and say and act a certain way. And like, no, that's not necessary. So yeah, I'm Louisiana born and raised. I can say that I'm not a traditional country Louisiana girl, woman. I say girl, woman. Louisiana is all about seafood, and one thing about me, I cannot stand seafood, but I actually ate it because if they cooked it and if it was the only thing available, I had to eat it. It was either eat or starve. So I had to stomach all of that. I really didn't care for it. When they did like seafood boils, the other boils that they used to do, I would eat a few crawfish, but I would go more for the corn and the potatoes. Now, I did eat catfish. I did eat pork chops and all the traditional Louisiana soul food, but the older I got, I realized that we had dietary laws, and my body wasn't processing that food how it used to when I was a young girl. My body was rejecting those foods, so I decided, okay, after I came into the Word, it's time to start following what's in the scriptures, and I went cold turkey on everything. Processed foods, all of that, and I lost a lot of weight. The only thing that I couldn't get rid of is my tummy area, but changing the way that I ate, what I was programmed to eat, it helped out a lot. You guys just don't know how awful and dangerous the food that we consume is. Our bodies can't really consume like pork and seafood, because we are not supposed to eat it. And the older you get, the worse it gets. So I'm more into healthy eating now and making foods from scratch. If it's something that I really like, because I can cook, I can substitute certain like other foods for what you actually put in those foods. I can substitute something else that tastes close to that. So, and it's okay to eat. So yeah, Louisiana born and raised, and I am so far gone from being a Louisiana country woman. The reason why I started my lock journey is because of maintenance. Having loose natural, it was hard to maintain, and I've been a loose natural since 2011. And the reason why I became a loose natural is because I moved to New York, and I'm walking the streets of New York City, and I'm noticing all these beautiful women with these beautiful natural hairstyles. And I'm like, what is that? And I rocked a pixie cut. I love short hair, so my hair was really short at the time, and I permed my hair. So I'm watching these women walk past me with these beautiful natural hairstyles, and I called my mom and my sister, and I asked them, hey, y'all want to go natural? I've been walking around here seeing these women with these long natural hairstyles, and they are so beautiful, and I want it. So I say, y'all want to go natural with me? And they agreed. We all went. We did the what is it called? What kind of cut it is? We did the big chop. It's crazy it took me that long to figure that out. I had to edit that out, but we did the big chop. And my mom and my sister, they permed their hair a few times before they finally decided to stay natural. I stayed natural since 2011, since I started. Never had a perm since. But later on, when it became difficult to figure out what styles I wanted to do on my hair, and then the humidity here is horrible. So my hair really wouldn't stay in a certain style. I wanted to put it back in the bun, my hair would just shrink up. So I started wearing braids, box braids. And I thought about, you know what, you wear box braids all the time and crochet braids. And I wore wigs too, but those wigs became too hot. So I went from that to box braids to crochet braids. And I always wore my box braids and my crochets up in buns, in messy buns. So I started seeing women with locks, and I'm like, I want to try the locks. But I did the crochet locks, and I did not like them. I felt like I looked like the predator. It looked horrible, and my mistake was I started with a lighter color of hair, of crochet hair. So later on, I tried the dark crochet hair, lock hair, and I still didn't care for it. It was cute, but I didn't care for it because it was too bulky. So, a couple of years later, one of my classmates' sisters, she started posting her sister lock journey. And after a couple of months, probably a year or so, after doing my research, I realized, you know what? Sister locks are expensive. So that's not the direction that you can take right now. I thought they were beautiful, but too expensive. I didn't have the money for that. So I'm like, I can do hair. I can probably do my own, but I had no clue like how to start them. So being on other social media platforms, I came across all these different videos of micro locks and women starting their micro locks. So I'm like, okay, I can try this. But then I had to like really push myself to do it because I knew it was going to take a long time. I knew my grid was not going to be perfect because I don't even know how to part. My son has long hair. I mean, his hair was down to here. And trying to braid his hair and part it, like I could braid, but the parts did not come out right. So I knew my grid wasn't going to be perfect. And then I thought about it, like everything does not have to be perfect. Like people are so dramatic about stuff like that. So, and then the fear mongering. That was the worst. Coming across content creators that would share information and they will take it out of context sometimes. Like, I understand that people have health issues and um, some people just don't take care of their hair, but they make it seem like just because people go through that, it's gonna happen for everybody's hair. And I had to realize, like, that's not the case. So once I got over that fear of them sharing that negative information about locks, November 1st, 2024, I went through with going ahead and starting my micro braid. And when I say it was a humbling experience, my hair was so thin. And my loose natural hair, when I pulled it, it came down to here. But once I braided it, it shrunk. And the more that it locked, the shorter it became. So around the time that I started my journey, it's pretty cold around here, so I really didn't go out like talking about it. So I was able to braid my hair back. When I did go out, I would wear like a skull cap or beanie, or however y'all call it, y'all refer to it, skull cap or beanie, to cover my hair because, yeah, I was insecure. It was hair makes you look different, depends on how you wear it, and it made me look horrible. I felt like I wasn't attractive at all. So I rocked it though. I made it seem like, you know what, I'm not even worried about it. And I was so worried about how my hair actually looked, but I wanted to trust the process. And everybody kept telling me, your hair is fine, trust the process. And that's exactly what I did. And here we are now, a year and some months later. November 1st of this year would be 2 years. Now, the best thing about having locks is the way you can just get up, go to the bathroom, take off your bonnet, take down your your braid out, or the way I do it, I just put my bonnet on and go to bed. But I can take my bonnet off, hydrate my hair, fluff it out, and go about my business. That's the best thing ever, to not have to worry about what you need to do with your hair. And I don't have many styles that I do. It's wear it down, put it up in the bun. And I really wanted micro locks to wear it in a messy bun. Once it gets longer, I'm not gonna wear it up all the time because I don't want to damage my hair. But yeah, the messy bun will be the go-to every time. So just a recap of what you viewers can expect from my page. So I'm gonna have my lock updates. I'm gonna show y'all a few hair routines that I do, maintenance, product reviews. I may not change the products though. There's 2 more that I want to add, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I go by that all the time. And what I use now, it works fine for me. But like I said, there are 2 more products that I want to add. I'm going to try it later on. And if I don't like it, I'm going to just scratch that altogether. Reties. I'm going to, well, I don't go to a loctician. I retie my own hair. So I will post videos of my reties. Lessons learned, challenges, milestones, hair tips that I use and that I've seen other people use, I will share. Faith and motivation. And that's it. And something I learned from my lock journey so far is that every journey is different. I preach to anybody that I come along that has locks or they started their journey. You cannot compare your hair to other people's hair. My mom, she started her lock journey and her hair texture is different from mine. And I explained to her, you have a curlier hair texture, so it may take longer for your hair to lock. My hair locked pretty quick. It's not, well, yeah, it's locked, but it went by really quick. So at first I was watching videos and I'm like, okay, I want my hair like that. And then I realized one day, you know what, you have to stop doing that. You have to embrace your own hair, be okay with how your hair look, and leave it at that. So once I came out of that, I was able to love my hair. So I try to teach this to everybody, preach this to everybody. Your journey is going to be different. Your hair is not going to look like the next person's hair. So that's one thing that I learned during my life journey so far. So if you guys are still here, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm so excited to grow together with this journey with you guys. I pray that you guys have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whichever time y'all came across my channel. I pray that you guys have a wonderful, productive day, afternoon, evening, night. And peace be unto everyone who stayed and continued watching my channel. Thanks again for tuning in.